Morning. Day 2 of the engine install. We ran into a bit of a snag. Somebody had stripped 3 spark plugs. Not just 1, but 3, so we're going to have to helicoil them all. I got them parts coming. Stripped out. Aluminum heads. If you don't get them just right, strip. If you heat up, they can blow right out of there. So at least we got some threads to work with, but we're going to have to fix them all up. So we got 3 of them. I'll let you guys know how that goes. We should get this engine in today after that. Everything else is going good. Alright, so there's 2 different kinds of ways to make threads. You can use a helicoil type kit, which is like this one. Okay, this one here taps it out, and then you have a helicoil here that you break off the tab and it goes in there. It's for new holes. Okay, we are not using a new hole. We're using spark plug holes. We're going to use a rethreading kit. It's called a thread saver kit. So it's tapered to the size of your spark plug, and then it gets bigger. And then what happens is you find one of these. Look at their threads. Not an actual helicoil. And so this thread fits in your spark plug like so. Okay, so this will go inside the engine, and this spark plug will be fitting in it just fine. Once you get it all done up, this here will go in there and you're going to whack that with a hammer and it locks it in place. You're also going to want to put high temp RTV on this and let it cure for 24 hours before you start the engine. The easiest way to do it. Now, when you thread this in, it's going to be full of chips and metal shavings. It's going to go right in your engine. So we're going to put just multi-purpose grease. We're going to fill this whole thing with grease and then thread it in. It's going to catch all those chips. You'll see. All right, on the tips of your threads, this is all that grease you're going to put right into your cylinder. Okay, it's going to catch most of the chips. We're going to use that. And then you're going to want a 3/4 inch socket to fit on the end of this, and then you can thread it right in just like a spark plug. It'll go in real easy, and then it'll start getting hard when you start cutting chips, and you're going to want to go all the way down until it stops. Okay, and then we'll back it out easily. Now I forgot to tell you guys this, but make sure each of your cylinders is at all the way to the bottom. Okay, you don't want to hit your piston with this, nothing like that, so make sure you rotate it to get it all the way down. So when you're threading this in to catch the most amount of chips, you want to back it out like 1/8 of a turn, okay? And then you start going in again. And that's going to help you catch all those chips. So once you get a few revolutions on it, okay, then you can back it out 1/8 of a turn. And that's going to release all those little chips. I'll show you when we're done here what it looks like, okay? So as you can see here, in here, all the metal shavings we got in there. There's some down in there, but we're going to clean them out with a Q-tip. And this catches all the metal shavings as you're screwing it in. Alright, now, I don't know if you can see down in there, but we got the chunks. We'll clean that out with a Q-tip. And I don't know if it's going to focus or not. And anyways, nice new threads. We're going to put the new threads in there and the spark plug will. Anyways, so we'll clean all that out. You see all the chunks stayed out of there with that grease. Alright, just a simple Q-tip here down in there. Okay. I'm sorry, I can't see very well, but anyways, you'll go down there, you're just going to clean up all these metal shavings here. Okay, Q-tip, easy. Okay, now we got that all here and we're ready to stick some threads in there. Okay, got it all cleaned out. I cleaned it all up and then I used a little bit of an air hose just to spray anything out to the cylinder. Nothing came out, so it's all perfect. Okay, so it's very important that these kits come with different lengths of these. You want to find one that's the same length of your spark plug. Okay, you don't want it longer, because if it's hanging down, your spark plug will not spark. Okay, so you want to get one that's the same length. Is important to get the same length, because if you get one that's shorter, this spark plug will actually blow out of the cylinder head, and then you're going to be taking your whole head off. And And so this is a very important step. So this is, you got the thread locker on there. Well, it's not thread locker, it's RTV high temp. Okay, a little bit of silicone. I'm going to use this method because it's way down in there. It's hard for me to reach. And so I'm going to put this thread in there with the spark plug. It just makes it a lot easier because I'm able to, it's so far down in there, I can't get my fingers down there to thread that hole. So we're going to do it that way.